How's it going, everyone? Got some Clair Obscur Expedition 33 updates to go over in this video. We do have an official release date for the physical edition that is an Amazon exclusive that will be released. I think it looks fantastic. If you want to pick it up, that'll be out in just a couple of weeks. And the release date for the GameStop exclusive Lumiere edition has been adjusted as well. That was originally scheduled to come out on October the 31st, Halloween Day, but that has been adjusted to come out in November. Both the Mirror Edition and the Lumiere Edition are scheduled for November. We'll go over both of that. Bit of an update on Sleeping Dogs. A movie script is done, and I'll briefly cover that. You guys know this is a game that I love, so I'd be remiss if I don't mention that, and we'll talk that briefly at the end of this video. But first of all, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has got its Mirror Edition. This is the Amazon exclusive edition, dated for November the 27th. This is the version with Renoir on the outer box, and then you also do have a steelbook with Verso and Alicia that is in the outer box, and then on top of that you do have the game physically on disc. It's not a voucher code or any nonsense like that. Exclusive character art cards includes 3 exclusive character art cards from a possible 10 designs, so there will be quite a few. And yeah, it's $59.99, a little bit more than the typical $49.99 price point, but you do get some bonuses. So that is the Mirror Edition, and then you do have the Lumiere Edition. The Lumiere Edition is $70, and it's a GameStop exclusive. It has an outer box as well that is very reminiscent of the standard Expedition 33 box, and then there's a steelbook as well featuring Gustave and Maëlle, and then on top of that you do have the digital deluxe edition content included in there. That is obviously a voucher code. You'll have the Expeditioner's Journal as well, a 48-page hardcover art book on top of all of that. Now, the Lumiere Edition is $70 versus the Mirror Edition being $60. But with the Lumiere Edition, you do get the Digital Deluxe Edition bonuses and the Expedition Journal. Look, if you're looking to buy a physical copy of Expedition 33, I feel like the majority of you have already played the game and you're just buying it as a collector's item. I feel like the Lumiere Edition with the journal, Expedition's Journal, is a nice bonus. You know, it would have been nice if the digital content was all baked on disc, but you know, we can't have nice things as far as that's concerned. But whichever route you go, the Mirror Edition's got a great steelbooks, and I will say this, I prefer the Mirror Edition's outer box artwork of Renoir. I just think that looks fantastic, maybe just because it's different than the original box art. As far as the steelbook goes, both of the steelbooks look fantastic. I'm sure, like, the hardcore nerds, which there's a sizable amount of them out there that are Expedition 33 fanatics, are just gonna end up buying both of them. And I'm kind of on the fence to buy both of them. I have the Mirror Edition pre-ordered. I don't know if I need the Lumiere Edition as well. Like, come on, at some point we gotta be a little bit financially cognizant and not do dumb things like buy the same game 3 times, but I digress. $59.99 for the Mirror Edition, and the Lumiere Edition is $69.99. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description box below. If you do end up buying the Mirror Edition, I do get a kickback as an Amazon affiliate, so much appreciated. But it's one of the best games of the year, and I just saw that it did win its first Game of the Year award as well. I think it'll be a front runner for Game of the Year, but there's certainly some competition. You know, Metroid Prime is still coming out. I personally put Death Stranding 2 in the mix as well. Death Stranding 2 has like an 89 on Metacritic, so I just think it's end up not gonna be Game of the Year, but I definitely thought of Death Stranding 2 incredibly highly. And then there are other games certainly out there. There's Split Fiction, there's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, there's a lot of games, a lot of high-quality games that have come out this year that will certainly give Expedition a run for its money, and Metroid Prime, again, still coming out. And I know some people have Ghosts of Yotei in the mix as well. I wouldn't put that game in the mix, but it's a solid outing if nothing else. I just think it's, for me, Expedition 33 and Death Stranding 2 are 1A, 1B, and I would put, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza at number 2. or number 3, however you want to view it. Moving on from that, Sleeping Dogs movie is back on track as Marvel star Simu Liu has noted that the draft script is done. He tweeted out, "In honor of our Sleeping Dogs script draft being done, here is my sleeping dog." I should say sleepy dog. Now this tweet got a lot of traction with 73,000 likes and 3.1 million views. Now I do find some of his responses interesting. "Curious how you work things out with Square Enix," asked My Time to Shine hello, and he noted they're absolutely great. "It's the studios that don't seem to understand how important this IP is, but we will get them there." Simu Liu has been one of the proponents of getting Sleeping Dogs done as far as a movie, a proponent of a sequel game, and it's one of those games that I just thought was absolutely remarkable. I feel like if it came out today, it would get a lot more attention with like the social media aspect of gaming being as big as it is. And I remember when it was coming out, there was this take of, oh, it's just GTA in Hong Kong, and it's so much more than that. If you just want to say, hey, it's an open world game that has themes of crime and it has a gritty story, sure, I guess we could say it's GTA in Hong Kong, but I would say the grittiness of the game is far more than what GTA has. It has a more serious tone to it. The soundtrack is phenomenal, which, you know, GTA soundtracks can be good. I'm just talking about Sleeping Dogs in particular, gushing about the game for a second. And a bigger focus on the hand-to-hand martial arts combat that I think is really well done. It's a really rewarding game to go through. All the time it goes on sale for like $5, and I oftentimes recommend that. I have heard some issues that there are some issues with playing the game on PlayStation 5. I've also heard some people have had a totally fine experience, but yeah, keep that in mind. The game is outstanding, and I highly recommend everybody to check it out. But hopefully a studio would license the movie, and ultimately the movie could come to fruition, and then we could get the work done on a Sleeping Dogs 2. I know it's been 12 years, and maybe it's a little bit foolish for me to hold out on hope for a Sleeping Dogs 2. It definitely is foolish, but I would still love to see it. And at the end of the day, if we did see a Sleeping Dogs 2, if it got greenlit today, it would probably still take another 5 to 7 years of dev time for it to actually come out. So do I think it's gonna come out in my lifetime? Probably not. If I had to be a betting man, I would say no, but a man can hope. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, a bit of an update on Expedition 33. If you are looking to pick up the Mirror Edition, that is out on November the 27th. The Lumiere Edition will be out on November the 11th. So the Lumiere Edition, the $70 edition, will be out a little bit earlier. The Mirror Edition will be out November 27th. Sleeping Dogs movie script is done. Hopefully it could get licensed and we can get it done at some point and maybe pave the way for a Sleeping Dogs 2. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.